7. Barrett outside, the switch. Doncic goes, oh, what a great step! And then he hammers it home! Broke his ankles!
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you guys are doing well, and today I'm bringing you guys the New York Knicks versus Milwaukee Bucks game preview. This game's actually going to be nationally televised tomorrow, and I'm pretty pumped up for this game because the New York Knicks need a victory extremely bad. We cannot afford to lose 3 in a row. I don't think that's good for the morale of the team, and we just need to come out with a victory. I know it's the beginning of the season, but we just need this victory because who doesn't want to win basketball games? And it's just a much-needed victory, and I do think we are capable of winning this game. But you never know in the National Basketball Association. You never know in the NBA. You can't overlook this Milwaukee Bucks team. I know Brook Lopez is out with back soreness. Chris Middleton's out with the virus. But that means nothing. We lost the Orlando Magic. You never know what's going to happen. And the same New York Knicks team is the same team that shoots extremely well in the first half and then shoots awful in the second half. And we continue to settle for 3-point shots. We got to look to attack. We can't take our foot off the pedal. We have to play as a team. The defense has to be better. We have to bring ball movement. We can't just play isolation basketball if we're up early by 10 points. Like, when something's working, you continue to do it until they make adjustments, then you make adjustments. This Knicks team needs to be smart. We can't allow dribble penetration. We can't leave guys open outside on the perimeter. Chris Middleton is probably their best closer on this team. Brook Lopez is a freaking beast on both ends of the floor. There's a reason this team won a championship. Even without Chris Middleton, even without Brook Lopez, the chemistry is absolutely amazing. They play as a team, they play together, like they just support one another, and they just have a great coach as well of Coach Mike Budenholzer. That there's just a reason they're NBA champions. Everyone's going to talk about the health of other teams, but it's basketball. You're going to get injured, sadly, and the Milwaukee Bucks came out on top. They stepped up when it mattered most. They overcame adversity versus the Phoenix Suns. But again, we lost the Orlando Magic. We cannot overlook anyone. But Drew Holiday, actually, who was out for a good amount of time with an ankle injury, is actually back for this game. This game is in Wisconsin. We're on the road. Who knows? The Wisconsin crowd might get the Bucks motivated. They are 4-4. They're at 500. It was funny how Giannis said, like, oh, we won a game. Like, I thought we were tanking for a second. It's just hilarious, like, listening, like, to Giannis. He just seems like a wholesome dude. He seems like a cool dude for sure. But we know they're better than 4-4. We know they're a much better basketball club than that. So the Milwaukee Bucks projected starting lineup right now, it's kind of cool that Thanasis and Giannis are both starting. So the brothers are starting together, and that means Giannis is starting at the 5. You have Drew Holiday at the 1, you have Grayson Allen at the 2, and you have Pat Connaughton at the 3. These are still some solid basketball players. Some of you guys may be like, you're just being nice, Noah, but these are NBA players. These are professional athletes. While the New York Knicks have no injuries, while the Bucks have been kind of riddled with injuries, that's why I think they're at 4-4, which sucks. They came off of a championship, then they get hit by, like, the virus bug. They get hit with this injury bug here. But I think a big-time question mark for this game is, what Julius Randle are we getting? What Julius Randle are we getting? Are we getting a motivated one that looks like he cares? Like, at the end of the day, we don't know what's going on outside of basketball. Hopefully he's good with his health. Hopefully Jace is good, his second child. Hopefully just his whole family's good. Kaiden, Kendra, his wife, just hopefully everything's going good outside of basketball. His coaches, just, or even like basketball, his coaches, the players and all that. Hopefully he's not facing any big-time adversity, because a lot of people overlook, like, these are human beings at the end of the day. These aren't superheroes. These, like, it's awesome they're basketball players. Like, little kids look at these NBA players as superheroes, but we know they make mistakes, and there's other things going on outside of basketball player or the NBA. But Julius Randle doesn't look as motivated, like, on defense. He doesn't look as smart. Like, yes, he's never had the best of feel for the game, and he can turn the ball over and sometimes commit stupid fouls, but he just doesn't look like he's making the proper reads. He doesn't look like he's given as much effort on the defense side of the basketball. Sometimes you just sleepwalking out there, and it's just very annoying. We know Kemba Walker doesn't produce on the defense side of the basketball, so this is not a good look. Evan Fournier hasn't been great on defense. Kemba Walker hasn't been great on defense. Mitchell Robinson's had his, like, what was that moment, even though I think he'll clean it up. Randle hasn't been doing good. RJ, you could say, has been our most consistent defender throughout the season. 1 out of 5 players in the starting lineup. That is awful. That is awful. Allowing dribble penetration just so easy. People dribble penetrating, leaving guys open outside on the perimeter. It's been disgusting. What does Tibbs preach? Defense. But you can't get Kemba Walker to be taller. Like, he tries his best drawing charges, but Tibbs is going to have to do a better job if it's disguising things, whatever it is. I'm not a coach at the end of the day. I'm just a fan. But this is still going to be a tough test. You're playing up against a top 5 player in basketball or top 3 player in basketball of Giannis Antetokounmpo. Jrue Holiday, one of the best defensive players who can get buckets as well. So not only is it going to be tough for Kemba Walker to score on a Jrue Holiday, it's going to be tough to defend Jrue Holiday. He's strong. He has some length. He's taller than him. He could attack the basket. He could pull up from mid-range territory. He could pull up from the outside. This is going to be an extremely tough assignment for Kemba Walker. It really is. And Kemba Walker is going to have to bring his A game if it's creating separation. But we need consistent ball movement. We really do. And we cannot allow turnovers. Giannis in transition, forget about it. Jrue Holiday in transition, forget about it. We already saw what they were capable of in the regular season last year. Just in general, the NBA Finals, the playoffs, all that. This team absolutely thrives in transition. And they even have a nice piece of Bobby Portis coming off the bench. Jordan Nwora, I think he's pretty underrated coming off the bench. Don't let the 31% from 3 fool you. He is a volume guy. He's kind of streaky. If he makes 2 in a row, most likely he's going to go 6 for 6 from 3. This team plays with heart. They're a very together team. They're coached well by Mike Budenholzer. But what I think Evan Fournier is going to have to do in this game, Evan Fournier is going to have to look to attack on a Grayson Allen. At least he's projected to be in the starting lineup. Grayson Allen, he's a solid shooter from the outside, but I do have questions with his defense. And Fournier, he has more versatility on offense than a Reggie Bullock compared to last year. So we cannot afford to settle. We cannot afford to consistently just shoot threes. We're going to have to really branch it out, attack the basket, pull up from mid-range territory. If the threes are open, take them. But like what Tibbs said, I don't mind, he didn't say this in quote, but he was like, yeah, we're going to shoot more threes than this. We're going to shoot more threes this year as long as they're good shots. They haven't consistently been good shots. If it's just wild shots off the dribble, that's what it's been this season. Fournier needs to look to attack, use his physicality, try to draw fouls or finish at the basket over a Grayson Allen. And if it's not there, get the defense to collapse, kick it out to an RJ, kick it out to a Julius Randle. Will Julius Randle make the proper read and look to kick it out to an RJ Barrett? But the sad thing here, RJ Barrett could have a big game, even though I think Pat Connaughton's an underrated defensive player. He had one of the best defensive ratings for the Milwaukee Bucks last year, and he's a sneaky good athlete, so he might kind of be a pest on the offense side of the basketball for RJ, even though RJ's been a beast on defense this year, an absolute beast. He's even gotten better with his off-ball defense. But throwing these lobs to Mitch, getting it going offensively means nothing if we can't stop them on the other end. That's what happened in the Pacers game. We would come back, but we dug ourselves into a hole. We would allow timely buckets for them, or we would just allow them to dribble penetrate easy. It's going to, I hate to say it, but as of right now, it's going to be easy for Jrue Holiday to dribble penetrate, throw oops to Giannis. And I don't know what Randall's game plan is going to be. If it's to shoot shots from the outside, he might have to, because you can't afford to attack on Giannis. Giannis has extreme length. He's extremely strong. So I think this is actually going to be a tougher game plan than people think. These are experienced players down the stretch of Jrue Holiday and Giannis Antetokounmpo. And people like to make fun of Thanasis, but he's some sneaky athleticism. You might have to force him to shoot threes. I believe he hasn't even attempted 1 3 this season, or he does not attempt a lot of them. But we do have to contest outside on the perimeter. Connaughton, he could shoot the ball. Jrue Holiday, I don't mind if we shoot the 3 ball as long as it's good shots. We need to take quality shots. Randall has to be smart. He has to be physical. This is a game he has to bring his A game on the defense side of the basketball. Or even offense as well. He has to shoot the ball better. Everyone has to get their head out of their ass. Oh my gosh, that's stuttering there. And I do think we have a better bench than the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks have George Hill. He is a veteran. He plays solid defense. He can make shots at times. Bobby Portis, he brings great energy. We know they're going to be chanting, Bobby, Bobby. He could score in bunches at times. Jordan Nwora, don't let that 3-point percentage fool you. He can get hot in a hurry. At times, he's either going to be very, very on or very off. Semi Ojeleye, he's a very physical, strong dude. He can get after it defensively. But I think Derrick Rose is capable of coming off the bench, getting buckets, but we can't count on the bench again to bring a spark. These starters need to step up. We got to play smart. We really do. And Quickly, he needs to step up as well. If Quickly struggles again, I want to see Quentin Grimes. I don't think it's happening, but Obi needs to step up. Just everyone needs to step up in this game. You could say that about every game. You should say, this is a must win. No Chris Middleton, no Jrue Holiday. Or this is a guaranteed win. There's no such thing as a guaranteed win in the NBA. Again, we lost to the Orlando Magic. They're a young team. I'm not discrediting them. They're an NBA team. But, if you're trying to compete for something, you should not be losing to that team. We can't take our foot off the gas. We have to continue to compete. Alec Burks, we got to hit timely buckets. We just got to fight the entire game. Let me know down below your thoughts and analysis. And peace out, yo.